Hello guys, I hope you all are doing well. It's a Friday, so without wasting time, let's start with our video 2014 paper again, test booklet series A, and we start with question 51. So yes, we've completed the first 50 questions, and I hope that watching all the Friday videos, it will give you a reminder that yes, how last year papers are important. So let's begin with our video and look into the first question on today's video. Our first question says, Turkey is located between, and there are four options. So now you know it's not just about knowing about where that place is or what's the capital. It's also about what are the places, what are the countries or cities it is located with, and everything like that. So we have four options, of which Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Caspian Sea, Gulf of Suez, Gulf of Aqaba and Dead Sea are the options, and we have to see where is Turkey actually located. So when we look into the map, you will find that the Turkey has Black Sea on its north and Mediterranean Sea on its southwest. Caspian Sea is also there on its east, but Caspian Sea, there's a land gap between the Turkey and the Caspian Sea. So Turkey is correct option is Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Turkey's capital is Ankara, and before that it was Istanbul. And with that, let's also look into the other options that were there. There was Gulf of Suez and there was Gulf of Aqaba also. So Gulf of Aqaba is between the Asia and the Africa thing, but Gulf of Suez is in Africa only. And there's Red Sea also. If you look at the map beautifully, in this way, you have, yes, it's in Egypt, the Gulf of Aqaba, Gulf of Suez, and the Red Sea is also there. Then we also have the Dead Sea that was there, and Dead Sea is very, very near to Mediterranean Sea between the Jordan and the Israel border, and Christians do know it all well. And apart from that, yes, Dead Sea has this location. There's West Bank also, there's Gaza Strip also, and I hope that you all know about the controversy with the Israel and the Palestine over the West Bank and the Gaza Strip thing. So yeah, the correct answer is Turkey is located between B, Black Sea and Mediterranean Sea. Then we have, what is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following cities in Southeast Asia as one proceeds from south to north? And there are four options. We have Bangkok, we have Hanoi, we have Jakarta, and we have Singapore. And we are asked that how the way it flows, the way it goes when we move from south to north. So please do note the directions, because most of the time we kind of forget the directions or confuse them with something, and accordingly we forget it. So yeah, Hanoi, Vietnam, Bangkok was in Thailand, Singapore is Singapore City, and Jakarta is in Indonesia. And now they are asking south to north, so we go from down to up. So we have Jakarta, we have Singapore, we have Bangkok, and then we have Hanoi. So it is 3, 4, 1, 2. So it is 52C3412. That is, first is Jakarta, then is Singapore, then is Bangkok, and the last is Hanoi when one proceeds from south to north. The next question is that the scientific view is that the increase in global temperature should not exceed 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial level. But if the global temperature increases beyond 3 degrees Celsius above the pre-industrial level, what can be its possible impact or impacts on the world? So yeah, this is a pretty direct question, because first option is terrestrial biosphere tends towards a net carbon source, might be. Widespread coral mortality will occur, yes. Global wetlands will permanently disappear, no. And cultivation of cereals will not be possible anywhere in the world. I think humans have managed to survive on anything that the nature gives them. So yes, the correct answer is just 1 and 2. So yeah, it's 53B, 1 and 2 only. Then we move on to our next question. It is the national motto of India, that is Satyameva Jayate, inscribed below the emblem of India, is taken from which Upanishad? So again, this is one direct question but an indirect one, because if you know, you know, but yeah, you have to figure it out, because most of the time what we do is we do read about Upanishads and everything, but now what we have to focus is on what all things we've taken from what all Upanishads. So the correct answer here is Mundaka Upanishad. Let's know about it. That Mundaka Upanishad, ancient Sanskrit Vedic text, and it's from Atharva Veda, and is listed as number 5 in the Muktika canon of 108 Upanishads of Hinduism, and it is among the most widely translated Upanishads. So when we are knowing about all of these, let's also quickly go and see what's Muktika canon of 108 Upanishads, so that if you've already learned it, it's your revision, and if you haven't, you at least start knowing about it. So Muktika refers to the collection of 108 Upanishads that we already know, and this is in the form of Telugu language. And this canon, what we're talking about, like the Muktika canon, is a part of a dialogue between Ram and Hanuman dealing with the inquiry into the Mukti in the Muktika Upanishad. And from there, the rating, the rate, the reference has started. Let's look into the other Upanishads also. The Katha Upanishad is one of the Mukhya Upanishads, and this is in the Katha school of the Krishna Yajurveda. So this is in Yajurveda of the 4 Vedas like Rig Veda, Samveda, Atharva Veda and Yajurveda. So this is in Yajurveda and is listed as number 3 in the Muktika canon of 108 Upanishads. Then we have the Chandogya Upanishad, again a Sanskrit text embedded in the Chandogya Brahman of the Samaved of Hinduism. So we had Atharva Veda, we had Yajurveda, we have Samveda of Hinduism also, and this is also one of the oldest Upanishads, lists as number 9 in the Muktika canon of 108 Upanishad, and the Upanishad belongs to the Tandya school of the Samveda. We also have Aitareya Upanishad. I hope the pronunciation is correct. So this is also like another Upanishad, asserts the existence of consciousness as Atman, the self or the Brahman, and it contains one of the most famous expressions, that is Prajnanam Brahma, which is one of the Mahavakyas. So this does not have any of the existence of other things, but this consciously talks about the Atman, self or the Brahman. Now let's look into the next question. It says, in the Constitution of India, promotion of international peace and security is included in the... See, this is a very, very simple question, because you've just to use your mind if you do not know the correct answer. Because see, if you are asked preamble to the Constitution, we already know what all preamble talks about. So the international thing is nothing that preamble is talking about. Preamble is talking about more of us, more of the India and its constitution. So this is not the correct answer. See, 9th schedule cannot be one, because it was all about the first amendment and the other stuff. So yes, 9th schedule cannot be there. Fundamental duties, now use your mind, that would you be asked that it's your duty to promote international peace and security? No, you cannot, because that's the work of the diplomats, that's the work of bureaucracy in our constitution. So yes, it's there in our directive principles of state policy, that yes, if we want, we would like to have the promotion of international peace and security. So this is an ideal thing that we would do. Now we have another question. What are the benefits of implementing the integrated watershed development program? Now, if you do not know, this might be confusing or anything like that, but it's a very easy one, because yes, prevention of soil runoff, why not? Linking the country's perennial rivers with seasonal rivers. This cannot be a benefit, because this is something like it would have if this work is done. Then we have rainwater harvesting and recharge of ground table, definitely, and regeneration of natural vegetation. Definitely. So if you know the answer, it's an easy question, but if you do not know the answer, you might just get confused that why is UPSC putting up with this such an easy question. So accordingly, go ahead with that. So the correct answer for this is 56, has C, 1, 3 and 4 only, because the second option is incorrect, and thus we fall into the right answer here. Then we have, which of the following are associated with planning in India? So for this, we have to know what all are the bodies that are initiated, that inculcate in the process of planning, that is formulate the policies instead of going for the implementation. Finance Commission cannot be one, because Finance Commission puts up the targets about the finance and everything, but not about the planning of the stuff. National Development Council, definitely, because it talks about the development and everything. And Union Ministry of Rural Development, it looks over the implementation. Union Ministry of Urban Development, that also looks upon the implementation. And Parliament goes without a doubt, because everything is decided by the Parliament. So yes, the correct answer is 2 and 5 only, so 57C. Then we have, which of the following is or are the function or functions of the Cabinet Secretariat? Preparation of agenda for cabinet meetings, yes, definitely. Secretarial assistance to cabinet committees, definitely. Allocation of financial resources to the ministers, no, that's the role of the whole of the Finance Commission? So the correct answer is 1 and 2 only. So we have 58C, 1 and 2 only, and you might just go and look into the other functions of the Cabinet Secretariat and revise it accordingly. And then we have the consider the following statements. A constitutional government is one which places effective restrictions on individual liberty in the interest of state authority. Never would the government do that. And second option is places effective restrictions on the authority of the state in the interest of individual liberty. Yes, this has been there sometimes. The state has been restricted to do some or so thing. So yes, 59B is the correct answer. We have the last question for today. Which of the following are the discretionary powers given to the governor of a state? Sending a report to the President of India for imposing the President's rule. Yes, the government does that. Appointing the ministers. No, how can just the government do that? Reserving certain bills passed by the state legislature for consideration of the President of India. Yes, the government does that. And making the rules to conduct the business of the state government. How can the government do that alone? So the correct answer is B, 1 and 3 only. Alright guys, this was it with today's video. We completed the 10 questions that were left. So now we are like 40% is still left to go just for completing 2014 paper. We hopefully do it by this month. Or we'll extend our time to complete more questions in advance, and we start with the fresh year paper in the next fresh year that we are coming with. So we meet next tomorrow with all the answer writing discussion video, one question that we would be discussing. Until then, keep watching this, know this, revise this, and if you have any doubt, let's discuss together.